Hey guys, what is up? It's Duncan, and today I've got, finally, my application review 8. I know it's been a while since 7, but seeing as I've been making lots of other videos, I do at least have 3 really good apps in this one. Terminator Salvation Light, Hero of Sparta Light, and Real Racer. All 3 I'm very happy with, so let's get this one started. Okay, so let's get this one started with Terminator Salvation Light. This is a pretty cool one. I admit I know Terminator Salvation came out a while ago, and I really hadn't paid much attention to it. The light version came out just a bit ago, and I got it, and I'm actually very impressed with it. It features some really nice graphics, some pretty nice gameplay, very reminiscent of maybe like a Xbox title or something with some really nice things such as like cover and like no health meter, but you have like red that ebbs on the edges of your vision, which is very cool, and all that stuff you see in the Xbox. It also has some decent cutscenes, and graphics. Like I said, the graphics are great. Basically, what it is as it is a light version, it's very short. I think I played through it maybe like less than 10 minutes, but still, that gave me a very good idea of the game, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and get it just because it was very cool. Basically, what it is the Terminator. If you guys have seen Terminator Salvation, or you guys know about Terminator, you'll know it's pretty simple. It's set in maybe, I think, a couple of years, like maybe 2010 or something. I'm not really sure. It's set in the near future where the Terminator robots have taken over. Guys, I'm sorry, I really don't know much about it, so I'm probably getting this all wrong. But basically, you've got to shoot different robots and everything, and yeah, it's pretty simple. Like I said, it takes some really good ideas, such as you can get into cover. Obviously you can totally run around. You can get into cover, shoot. It's very cool. I haven't really seen being able to get into cover and everything, besides in the Solid Snake game, but that really didn't count so much just because you were just sitting there. Um, it's a really short demo, but it's a lot of fun because you walk around totally, and you take down lots of different enemies and everything. I gotta say, I was very impressed with it. There was no frame rate issues really at all. Even on my jailbroken iPod. It was very simple to move. The controls were decent. Although I would definitely switch from the standard. You have on the left, you have a little not D-pad, but a little scroll wheel. I forget what all they come up with a new name for it every day. And then you got on the right, you got the fire button, and then you're supposed to tap on the screen to turn. But I much preferred using the accelerometer. Works pretty well. I'll leave this one at this, guys. I like it. Yeah, I definitely go check it out. It's obviously this free light version. I might go ahead and get the full game. I'm not sure yet, but I was pretty impressed with the light version at least. Okay, so the second app that I will be reviewing today is Hero of Sparta Light. Now this one, my first impressions on this one is very simple. If you've ever played on the PlayStation God of War, then Hero of Sparta is very, very similar. It uses similar camera angles. At first, the iPhone game that I thought was closest to was Kroll, which I really like that game. Hero of Sparta, but the thing is, Kroll is just a side scroller. Even though the 3D, it doesn't look like it. Basically, you go left and right. Hero of Sparta, you actually move forward and back, although you're still on a mostly linear path. But really, the gameplay, if you don't have Kroll, the gameplay is really, really similar to God of War. Down to even, basically it's obviously Sparta instead of the themes of God of War, but still it's very similar. You've got everything from you go at when you have the meter that counts every time you take down an enemy. Then you go into modes where you go where when you get into I think it's focus mode. I'm sorry, I've totally forgot. Where basically you just tap different parts of the screen once your frenzy again, I'm not remembering the correct terms for this, but you go and you tap the different things, and there's really cool cutscenes where you're telling it, but it looks like a cutscene where you're like jump on top of him and like stick it through his head and everything. It's not as gory, obviously, as God of War, just because I mean it's an iPod, or an iPhone. It's not, doesn't have that great graphics. And speaking of graphics, it's not that bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I kind of like Kroll better. It's a little blurry, grainy. Your character is much smaller, and in general, it just seems less fluid than Kroll. That's just my opinion, obviously. It's not bad. I mean, it's not unplayable or anything. It's just something I kind of noticed. The light version is very short. Again, just like in Terminator, it cuts off halfway through the first mission, so you don't even get to play the first mission. But again, I was able to get a good idea of it, and this one I'm probably gonna not get. It was decent, but I just was not impressed with it. I did like a lot of the different things about it, but just not quite for me, I don't think. But again, it's the light version. If you guys like this game, especially if you liked God of War, this looks just like God of War for the iPod. So, you guys might want to go check it out. Okay, guys, so here is the app that I've been waiting for a long time. It's actually my second video I ever made was a preview on this. It is called Real Racing. It came out actually the morning of the Worldwide Developers Conference, and I was excited about it. I didn't quite pick it up because I was busy getting all ready for the WWDC, and I kind of forgot about it. But a couple days later, I remember. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that, and I got it. And I've been using it for several days, and guys, it's $10, and I have never been happier with spending $10. Period. I mean, yeah, you think $10, yeah, it's pricey for an app, but you consider, I mean, this game is just awesome. It's hands down the best racing game I've ever seen on an iPod or iPhone. I mean, it beats. I was a huge fan back. That was probably like 10 years ago. I was a huge fan of Gran Turismo for the PlayStation. Guys, this blows that away. I mean, everything from graphics are quite a bit better. It's got you've got your inside view where you can actually you're steering with the accelerometer, and you actually see the inside. I guess the helmet view. I don't know, but you basically see what you would see if you were driving the car. Everything from gear shifts. The whole camera angle pans perfectly when you turn the iPod left and right. It really is very cool. It features now one slight thing, and this is kind of just something that, I mean, you guys probably wouldn't care about. I do a little bit. Is that it's kind of generic cars, and I understand that because if you want to use a real car, you have to license it, and that obviously costs money and it's expensive. Or it's same thing, but it costs money and everything. So I guess I get why they kind of use generic cars. I would have liked maybe a little bit better if there's actual real cars, but I mean that's just kind of a nitpick. Now, guys, this is not going to be my full-on review. I will be doing an in-depth review on it. I'm just going to kind of go over a few of the features of it. Yeah, definitely look out for an in-depth review. Okay, so basically, there are some really cool features on this. One of which is serious online play. You can go online, do time trials, join leagues, all kinds of stuff. And in addition, you can record your replays. You can record your replays and upload them to YouTube. I think that's awesome, and I have not actually tested it out yet. I'll probably be testing it out very soon. You guys take a look, and that'll also let you guys know just how awesome this looks. Seriously, the graphics on this are awesome. I mean, there's light, there's shadows, all the models. There's nothing ugly about them. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you play a 360, it's not that great, but for an iPod or an iPhone, they're awesome. There's lots of cars. I want to say there's 50 or 60. I haven't played the game a ton. I've been just mostly pulling it out of my pocket every once in a while and racing a few races. But there's different types of cars, such as hatches, sports cars, muscle cars. And then there's also all kinds of different, like I said, online championships you can go to, all kinds of stuff. I'll probably just cut it here, guys. Definitely look out for an in-depth review on it. But if you don't want to wait for that, I know there's no light version, but definitely if you like racing games at all, I mean, guys, this is just awesome. Hey guys, be sure to go check out Zizrik.com. We've got all kinds of iPhone and iTouch news, jailbreak tutorials, and lots of really good app reviews. In addition, be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/blazingdreams. Thanks for watching.